Hello, I'm Steve Weber, the host of Book Cheapskate. We're running through the top 10 free Kindle books featured today on bookcheapskate.com. Happy Saturday, everyone. It's November 8th, 2025. With me, as always, is my co-host and bookworm sidekick, Cassandra. Good morning, Cass.
Good morning. Happy Saturday.
Cass, how's your weekend going?
It's okay, Steve. I guess, bit quiet. How's yours?
So far, so good. So, are you ready to talk books?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I am. Bring 'em on.
Excellent. Okay, so we've got 10 fantastic free books lined up for you today. It's quite a mix, everything from romantic suspense and cozy mysteries, even some classic memory improvement stuff.
Right, a real smorgasbord.
Definitely. We're going to count them down, starting naturally with book number 1. Let's dive in.
Sounds good.
First up is Perilous Trust. This is book 1 in the Off the Grid, FBI series by Barbara Freedy. Genre-wise, we're looking at romantic suspense, FBI conspiracy thriller territory.
Yeah, and it kicks off with two, well, the description calls them tortured souls, Damon Wolfe and Sophie Parker. They have this intense shared past from one dark night 4 years ago.
Right, and that history immediately creates tension. Then, boom, Sophie's dad, who happens to be an FBI agent and Damon's mentor, is killed.
And it's suspicious, right? Not just a random accident.
Exactly, and he leaves this chilling message. Trust no one. Talk about setting the stakes high from page 1.
Absolutely. So you've got this second chance romance element mixed with this high-octane conspiracy. They're forced to go off the grid, which, always ramps up the tension.
It totally does. Forced proximity, nowhere to run.
And constant paranoia. Who can they trust? The FBI,
Yeah.
each other. It puts huge pressure on them personally and, well, for their survival.
Yeah, it's that classic dilemma, trying to clear a name, maybe falling in love again, all while trying not to get killed.
Yeah.
Barbara Freethy is apparently really good at blending that romance with the suspense.
Keeps you on the edge of your seat, for sure.
Okay, let's switch gears a bit for book number 2. This one sounds fascinating. Fitzwilliam Darcy, Traitor, a Pride and Prejudice variation. It's listed as Regency historical romance, but also a suspense variation.
Oh, I love these variations. So Pride and Prejudice, but make a thriller.
Pretty much. Fitzwilliam Darcy, instead of being brooding and rich, is England's most wanted criminal, arrested for treason after some highwaymen attack him.
Wow, okay. That is definitely not the Darcy we usually meet at Pemberley.
Right. And Elizabeth Bennet gets pulled into it. She makes some kind of impulsive choice. The blurb doesn't say exactly what, but it ties her fate to his. Suddenly, they're fugitives together.
That's brilliant. So you still get the Austen characters, the wit, the tension between Lizzie and Darcy.
Yeah, the author apparently keeps all that.
But layered onto this, high-stakes chase across England, with him being a wanted man.
Exactly. It turns the whole thing completely upside down, but keeps that core relationship developing. Austen meets, I don't know, Jason Bourne.
Kinda, yeah. What a cool concept. I'm intrigued by how that power dynamic plays out when he's the one in trouble and she, maybe, holds some cards.
Definitely one to check out for P&P fans looking for something different. Okay, book number 3 takes us somewhere else entirely. And just a heads up, the tone here is different. This is I'll Kiss All Your Wounds.
Yeah.
It's African-American urban fiction.
Okay.
Yeah, the discussion needs to be respectful here. No humor. It deals with some heavy themes, trauma, healing, passion.
Understood. So what's the setup?
It starts with Life Miller and Ocean meeting in an Uber, actually. And there's this instant, really powerful chemistry between them. Explosive is the word used.
But it sounds like there's more beneath the surface.
Definitely. Ocean, even though she's young, has clearly been through a lot. The description mentions her pain is visible. She has this violent turbulence in her eyes, the look of a fighter.
Sounds intense. So it's exploring that connection between two people who are carrying significant wounds from their past.
Exactly. It seems to ask that really deep question. Can love, even a really passionate connection, actually heal those old traumas? Or does the past inevitably catch up and cause problems?
That's a powerful theme, exploring whether intimacy is possible or even wise when you've been deeply hurt before. Sounds like a really moving story.
It does. Okay, shifting back towards something a bit lighter for book number 4. Murder Uncorked. This is the first Nikki Sands mystery.
Cozy mystery territory.
Yep. Amateur sleuth, specifically setting, get this, wine country, Napa Valley.
Ooh, nice. Glamorous setting for a murder. Always a good mix.
So our amateur sleuth, Nikki Sands, she loses her waitressing job, but then lands this, amazing gig at a really fancy vineyard owned by a guy named Derek Malveaux.
Okay, so she's new to this opulent world.
Right. And on her first night there, she finds a dead body hidden in the bushes.
Yeah.
Poured in fertilizer, apparently.
Fertilizer. Okay, that's specific. Adds a bit of a grim, earthy touch to the glamour, doesn't it?
It does. And Nikki, she's not a detective. Her expertise is wine. The blurb says she uses her wine knowledge as her armor to navigate this world and solve the crime.
That's a classic cozy trope, isn't it? Using your specific, perhaps unexpected skill set to figure things out. Like the baker who notices something odd about the flour, or the knitter who spots a clue in the yarn.
Exactly. Here it's wine. So you get the gorgeous setting, the fancy wine stuff, and a mystery that's probably as complex as a fine vintage, as they say.
Sounds like perfect escapism. Wine, sunshine, and a puzzle to solve.
Totally.
Yeah.
Okay, from Napa, let's head to the mountains for book number 5. Once Upon a Christmas Tree. This one's a small-town romantic comedy. Holiday theme, obviously.
And it looks like we've got a classic dynamic here. Grumpy sunshine.
Oh, yeah. Alexander, Lord Burlington, a British lord, no less, hates Christmas. Hates it. He escapes London to go to Aspen, Colorado, to help his brother who got dumped.
Aspen at Christmas. He picked the wrong place to escape holiday cheer.
Exactly. And who does he meet there? Haven Wilder, who runs the local Christmas store and is, like, the ultimate holiday enthusiast. Total sunshine to his grump.
Perfect setup. Fish out of water, too. Stiff upper lip British lord meets, what, a cheerful cowgirl type who loves tinsel?
Pretty much. The blurb mentions a gingerbread decorating competition he gets roped into, and him trying to explain his deep-seated hatred for Christmas. You can just picture it.
You know exactly how it's going to end, but the fun is watching his grumpy facade crumble, right? Under the assault of Christmas cheer and probably Haven's charm.
Definitely. Sounds like a fun, festive read. All right, book number 6 takes us across the pond again to Scotland. The Highland Kiss, book 1 in the True Scotsman series, contemporary romance.
Scotland, always a good setting for romance. What's the hook here?
It starts with a runaway bride. She gets some devastating phone call literally minutes before her wedding. Her life falls apart, and she flees to a small town in Scotland called Bannock, looking for peace and quiet.
Okay, standard escape setup. But I bet she doesn't find peace and quiet.
Not exactly. She immediately clashes with the guy running the hotel where she's staying. He's described as a grumpy Highlander.
Of course he is. Is he also irritatingly handsome?
Bingo. The blurb specifically mentions his blunt remarks and cocky smirks infuriate her. So instant antagonistic chemistry.
Classic, but there's usually a twist.
There is. Turns out this grumpy Highlander, Alistair McIntyre, he was her first kiss when they were kids.
Ah, the childhood connection, that changes things, adds instant history and, like, emotional weight.
Totally. So it's not just a vacation fling potential, it's tangled up with her past and her current heartbreak. Makes it much more complicated and potentially deeper. Plus, Scottish mist and atmosphere.
Definitely ups the ante. Okay, where to next?
We're staying in that part of the world for book number 7, but shifting back to mystery. Mistletoe Malarkey. It's a holiday cozy mystery set in Ireland.
Another holiday cozy seems popular. Ireland this time.
Yeah, this one has a relationship twist built in. Shayla, the main character, goes to Ireland for Christmas with her boyfriend, Seamus. She thinks he's just a regular, down-to-earth park ranger.
Oh, I sense the reveal coming.
You got it. They get to Ireland to meet his family, and Shayla discovers Seamus is basically Irish royalty.
Wow, okay. That's not your typical meet the parents scenario. Talk about pressure.
Right. Suddenly she's thrust into this world she knew nothing about. The press shows up, complicated family dynamics. It's a whole fish-out-of-water romance drama layered on top.
And then there's a murder, I assume.
Of course. At a fancy dinner party, one of the guests drops dead. Shayla has policing instincts from the U.S., but the local Gardaí tell her to stay out of it.
But she can't, right? Because she's a protagonist in a cozy mystery.
Exactly. So she's trying to solve a murder while navigating this sudden my boyfriend's a secret princess situation and dealing with his potentially snooty family. Lots going on.
Sounds like a fun mix of relationship drama and whodunit.
Okay, book number 8 gives the spotlight to some non-human detectives. Sniffed Out, first in the search and rescue cozy mysteries.
Ah, canine co-stars, love those.
Me too. The tagline could be, sometimes the best detectives have fur. We're in a sleepy town, Granite, Michigan. Evelyn Foster moves there with her German shepherd, Atlas.
And Alice isn't just a pet, right? Search and rescue.
Exactly. He's specifically in training to locate human remains, which is, a bit grim but plot relevant.
Oh, okay. So I guess he finds some.
Pretty much. They're out for a walk. Atlas alerts on this random patch of dirt. Evelyn's a bit skeptical. Maybe it's just training kicking in. But nope. They call the police, dig it up, and find the body of a man everyone thought had just skipped town on his wife years ago.
A cold case, literally unearthed by the dog.
Exactly. Suddenly, the sleepy town isn't so sleepy, and Evelyn and Atlas are right in the middle of it. It really leans into the dog being crucial to solving the crime.
That's great. You get the cozy vibes, German shepherds, coffee shops are mentioned, but with a solid mystery hook driven by the dog's skills.
Perfect for animal lovers who like a good puzzle. Okay, number 9 is a big one. It's the America Falls Collection 1, books 1 to 6. So not just one book, but a 6-book collection.
Wow, okay, a mega collection. What genre?
Post-apocalyptic science fiction,
Hmm.
and it sounds intense. The setup involves the U.S. getting hit by like a triple whammy.
Oh, what happens?
First, a weaponized virus devastates the country, then there's a foreign invasion, and then total chaos and collapse of trust. So, multiple layers of disaster.
Yikes. Maximum stakes right from the start. Sounds like a rough world.
Definitely. The story follows a loner named Isaac Race, who's forced to team up with other survivors. Their goal is to travel 3 states away to reach some kind of sanctuary, all during a brutal East Coast winter.
So it's a survival trek story against overwhelming odds. Biological threats, enemy soldiers, the elements, probably other desperate survivors.
Yeah, it sounds like it blends that gritty survival aspect with almost military thriller precision, dealing with the invasion and collapse. Getting 6 books at once means you can really immerse yourself in that whole initial saga.
A real binge read opportunity for fans of that genre. It gives you the whole arc.
Exactly. Okay, and finally, book number 10 is something completely different again. It's nonfiction. Memory: How to Develop, Train, and Use It by William Walker Atkinson.
A classic. Atkinson was part of that New Thought movement, right? Turn of the 20th century.
That's the one. And what's amazing is how relevant this stuff still is. It's a guide, over a century old, offering practical methods to improve your memory.
Which, let's be honest, most of us could probably use today. We're drowning in information.
Seriously. The blurb mentions things like remembering statistics, names, details from, say, a play you saw. It focuses on boosting your retention power, making memory a skill you can train.
Yeah, it treats memory not just as something you have, but something you do, something you can cultivate, which is a really empowering idea.
Totally. And apparently, it even gets into using memory and concentration techniques to mentally influence others, which sounds a bit intriguing, maybe slightly manipulative.
Huh, well, maybe. But the core idea of strengthening your focus and recall is timeless. It's practical self-improvement that's clearly stood the test of time for a reason.
Definitely seems useful. So there you have it. 10 free books, a real mix of genres and ideas.
Something for everyone, looks like.
Well, thanks for joining us today. And remember, if you want to download any of the books we've mentioned today from Amazon, visit us at bookcheapskate.com. and you'll have all the links right there. But do it now before these deals expire. Who knows, they might even expire later today. And don't miss tomorrow's show. Very morning. It's all brand new. Cass will do it again then.
Sounds great. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.
Until then, keep on opening new worlds with great books without blowing a massive hole in your wallet. And whatever you do, remember this. When you read,
Your mind becomes its own kingdom.